Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm out here for a 3-day, 2-night dispersed camping trip with my adventure buddy, Misha. We are camping right by the creek, totally off-grid. There are no tables, no bathrooms, just the forest and the water. I'll be doing some deer scouting, some fishing, and setting up my brand new cellular Trailcam, something I have never used before, so fingers crossed. I will also show you my tent cam setup with some new gear that I got. This is my tent camping setup. It's pretty simple, although it's not as basic as some people do it. I want to be comfortable as much as possible without overdoing it. But having all this, it actually takes quite some time to set up. It's not really the time, but it's all the work you have to put into it when you're doing it by yourself. It's okay, because once you set it up, then it's done and you don't have to worry about it. And it is beautiful. I couldn't have gotten back here with my RV. This is a very tight little space, but it's next to the creek. It's totally worth it. A lot of people, after they buy an RV, they never go tent camping, and I still like it. I don't do it as often, obviously, but I still enjoy it. People always ask me about my camping gear, so I'm going to show you everything I brought with me for this trip. This is a teepee style tent, and I love this for several reasons. For one, I love the look, but also I like it because it's really tall and you could stand up on the inside. It is also fairly easy to put together. It's not too complicated, and the more you do it, the better you get at it. This particular tent doesn't have a floor, and the reason is that you can put a wood burning stove inside. It has the jack for it. And it's interesting that this is actually made of plastic or nylon, and it doesn't melt. I have tried this several times with the wood burning stove, and it worked out just fine. This also has 2 doors. The downside is that you have a pole in the middle, but usually that's how they are. I always sleep on a cot, and this one is a newer one. Unfortunately, some of the mice got to it in my shed, but it's okay. This cot is super easy to put together. As you saw earlier, it took less than a minute. I had other cots that were just impossible, and it was always a struggle. This is actually pretty long, so it's great for tall people, and it's also wide. Sometimes cots are very narrow, and that's not comfortable to sleep on. So this is where I sleep. This is the best sleeping bag I have ever found. It is by Kodiak Canvas, and it's a 0-degree sleeping bag. So one thing is it's very tall, very long, 6 foot 2 inches. So it's going to be long enough for most people, and it's very wide. So I toss and turn all night long, and usually the sleeping bag turns with me, and it's very uncomfortable. But this one just feels like a huge blanket all around me. And as far as the 0-degree aspect, it is 100% true. I can testify to it. I have used it in the snow on a cot, just 1 layer of clothing, and it was perfectly fine. I was warm. In the summertime, though, you can still use it. You can just unzip it right here or unzip it on the side, and this is really a great year-round sleeping bag. I brought 3 lanterns, including this one, but this one also works as a mosquito repellent. This is by Thermacell, and it works with butane, and it really does work. And then I have this little table and this recliner chair. Unfortunately, I actually had to fix this today right here. I paid way too much money for it to just throw it away, but I just sewed some strips on the fabric so it doesn't fall apart. I always have this with me, whether I'm with my RV or tent camping, and this table as well. And then I have a lantern holder just to kind of make it nice. I have one crate with tools, most of the cooking things like the frying pan, cups, plates, but things like hammer or maybe a drink just so I could have a good time tonight, even though I'm by myself. But basically, this is kind of a catch all crate with everything that's very important. I have your usual 2 burner camp stove since we can't have a campfire, and just 2 frying pans, one regular frying pan and one cast iron pan, and that's usually enough. This will be my cutting board. I actually forgot that, and this is just a piece of wood I've had in my truck, so I'm going to wash this side of it. The other side I painted on, so I had to improvise. I keep all my food in the truck because this is bear territory. And in this container, I keep all the food that don't need to be kept cool. So it's just all the dry food. And this is actually plenty. This would probably be enough for over a week. In the cooler, I have a lot of ice, but I also always freeze small water bottles. It could also be juice or whatever it is that you would want to drink. And this serves 2 purposes. One, you will have ready to drink ice cold drinks or water when it melts, but also this helps keep everything cold a lot longer because it melts slower than crushed ice. And as you see, I have all this insulation and this reflective material to keep it even colder. And I always try to park the truck so that this part is in the shade. This is an automatic water dispenser. It's rechargeable, and you can just turn your water bottle into a faucet with running water. I wish I would have known about this a long time ago. You basically push the button and now you have running water until you push that button again. Until now, I always used those collapsible water containers and they always broke or cracked, and it was just a pain in the butt. But this one is really, really neat. I planned this trip for about a week, and I debated a long time about where to camp, and my choices were between dispersed camping, which is what I'm doing, or camp at a campground. I kind of kept going back and forth, and it came down to convenience and comfort versus privacy. And this time I chose privacy. That was more important to me. Other times I might choose comfort. I'm gonna read my book, and I'm gonna have this drink, and then I'm going to go to sleep. So good night. Nice reading. Here you go, baby. Eat your breakfast. What's the matter? Misha, are you trying to watch your figure? I'm sorry if I made you feel fat before. When we went to the doctor and they said you were 73 pounds, I was just surprised. So you do not need to lose any weight, okay? Come eat your breakfast, baby. Oh, come on. Are you being picky? You want some salt on it? Here. Here. You see that? I put some salt on it. Oh my God. This dog. What the heck? I didn't put any on it. Good job, Mishachka. You are a funny doggy. Very funny. I'm very excited to come back here and check out this area. I was here at the end of May. I actually did a video about it. And at that time, I saw all kinds of signs of deer, all kinds of deer prints. And I was excited because there's cell phone service here. So I can put up my cellular trail cam. But now that I'm here, I'm kind of disappointed because I don't see any signs. I'm not looking for deer. I'm just looking for signs of deer. And this is the trail that they were walking on before, full of prints. And now there's nothing. It's even grown in. There's absolutely no disturbance. I've searched and hiked around for a few hours, 2-3 hours. Didn't just follow the trail, but, looked everywhere. And there's absolutely nothing. So the upside is that now I know this is not a good area. So on to the next one. This second area is very promising, and I already decided that even if I don't find any deer signs, I am still putting up my camera here because I hunted here last year and I saw a legal buck, I saw a bunch of does, and a friend of mine saw a bunch of them. So this is definitely a good area. There's water, and I can't really see much deer prints because most of it is grassy. So I'm just gonna put up the camera. I can check it from home, and if I don't see anything on it in a week or two, I can always come back, take it down, and put it somewhere else. But what I really love is that I can just check it from home. I don't have to wait until I actually come up here to check my card. I can be notified right away and just see what's out here. And guess what? I was right. This is a great area. Once I got home, I started getting all kinds of notifications. First a few does, then a spike, then even a legal buck. He's very small but legal, and this is just within the first week, so I'm very excited. I don't know a lot about creek fishing. I still have so much to learn. But what I'm doing here is I use this little teeny tiny bait, this little jiggly thing with no weight. There's no reason because the water is so super shallow. I'm throwing it in the deeper pools even though they're not really deep. So I have no idea how I would ever catch a fish here. But people tell me that, you can always catch fish in these creeks. So hopefully someone will step up and really, really teach me about this because I really want to catch some fish in streams. So maybe next time. Thanks for coming along on this trip with us. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I have some more adventures planned soon. Deer season is just around the corner. See you next time.